Hello everyone, this is Crustlemania and welcome back to another video. In this video I'm going to be showing my new Vault X binder that I purchased. So basically Lechonkamania has been so generous, and I've also acquired cards from them and just purchases and from my friend in terms of opening packs. So I bought this new black Vault X binder because I needed a new place to hold my Crustle Master set as that was expanding, plus all the other cards that I had purchased for myself, gotten free from certain buyers and stuff like that. So these are cards that I need to put away in this binder. There are some that Lechonkamania gave me, and there's some that I purchased that I just personally liked. So I am putting all these cards into my binder. So you will see me kind of put them in the binder as well. But basically, the very front of this binder is the Crustle Master set. Now this has expanded a lot just because Lechonkamania has sent me so many Crustle cards, so I really appreciate that. So as you see on the first page here, it's quite a few of the Crustles. And basically this is Lechonkamania's signature card, Mimic Brew's signature card, the cutout Lechonkamania did. And then these are all the cards that I purchased for the Crustle Master Set YouTube series, which was a cool mini-series. And I didn't expect to get more Crustle cards from there, but basically now I have the second and third page of Crustle cards. So I have some of the cards that I purchased, some of the cards from Lechonkamania here, as you can see. I got 2 Destined Rivals illustration rares, and then the rest of these are from Lechonkamania, as you saw in their delivery day video, which was pretty crazy. As well as all these Japanese Crustle cards too are all from Lechonkamania. So I'd say half of my Crustle Master set is from Lechonkamania, which is pretty crazy. As well as even this Crustle Common Paradox Rift card. So I mean, it's really crazy that they supplied most of my Crustle Master set as of this point, and that there's so many Crustle cards. I did not expect there to be so many Crustle cards, as I only had 8 cards from my Crustle Master set that I purchased myself. So kind of surprised there, but anyways, this is the Crustle Master set so far. It may grow. Honestly, I don't expect to purchase any more Crustle cards, but I don't know about Lechonkamania. At one point they may send cards for Crustle cards, so I have no clue. Here's a Omanyte page. I'm thinking about starting an Omanyte Master Set page. The first edition Omanyte came from my very own personal collection, from my childhood collection. The other 2 are from the binder, and the 151 is one I bought. These are all from Lechonkamania, as you saw from the pack battle and delivery day videos. Poliwhirls from the old store. So here, this is a page you haven't seen. These are free cards and cards I like. So Glaring Gallery cards, Celebrations, Lance Charizard, Mew, Aerodactyl V, Surfing Pikachu V. This Gibble, I like the art. Radiant Charizard that I purchased a while back. This is from the binder, Friends binder, and then these are from the pack battle, which are really cool. I really do like the gym kind of challenge cards in Journey Together. I almost thought about collecting those. You see the Zero Aura there. Custom card from Lechonkamania, the Zapdos from XY, a Delta Species Larvitar used in the video, an Ampharos Reverse Holo, Kabuto, and then the vintage cards. I just couldn't let go to grade, so I decided to keep them. So basically I'm going to add these cards in here just because there's no rhyme or reason to be in the binder right now. I might change everything, but I'm going to put this Kabuto card here because I have the Poke Trivia and the older Kabuto card there. I have the Omanyte there. And figuring out where to put some of these cards. So putting the Amistar here, and then putting the rest of these illustration rares and that one, this card from Lechonkamania in the middle with Freed and Pikachu, Cap Pikachu. So this is a Braviary from Searching Sparks, Pyroar from Paldean Fates, and Fanfi from Searching Sparks. I really like the Fanfi illustration rare as well. Probably my favorite illustration rare from Searching Sparks is the Fanfi one. So putting these binders in here, these cards in here in this binder. So this is the page of Pokemon. This might change in the future. If I get more Crustle cards or actually decide to do the Omanyte Master Set, I will probably have to move all these cards down. but there is some room, and I do have some Yu-Gi-Oh cards in here. So I have the Armed Dragon level 7, Mr. Lechonkamania's Flame Swordsman. The Armed Dragon level 7 is awesome. Slifer, the Arcana Dark Magician, and the Penguin Soldier. Armed Dragon level 7 looks epic, so I really want the ultra rare one, but these 5 are really cool. I do have a dedicated binder for Yu-Gi-Oh! Maybe I'll show that one day. It has some heavy hitters. And here I have the Deoxys Jumbo card. I really like this. Honestly, I kind of want to frame this just because the artwork's pretty cool. But I like to keep packs too of what I open. Just the pack artwork is pretty cool of the open pack. So I kept one of each of the Journey Together. My friend had a Spider-Man, so I kept one of those. And one of the Retro Pack Yu-Gi-Oh packs. So keeping one of those. And that's pretty much the binder. Nothing crazy. This is basically the Crustle Master Set, which is pretty crazy that how much it has grown due to Lechonkamania, as I've only purchased maybe 1 or 2 extra cards from the actual set. All these cards come from Lechonkamania, which is truly showing how generous they are and how much they want to see the Crustle Master Set grow for me, that they've sent me these cards, which is kind of crazy. The Omanyte, potential Omanyte Master Set. Let me know if you guys want to see that. I'm not sure if I really want to commit to that. There are quite a few Omanyte cards, and I'm not sure if I really need all the Omanyte cards. It would be an interesting card idea, but we'll see if I do it. These are all the pools from the pack opening the first time from Lechonkamania. This is my personal collection, really. The left side with the Mew, the Glaring Gallery cards that I like, the Radiant Charizard, and the free cards like the Aerodactyl, Charizard V, and Surfing Pikachu. I got all those from purchasing cards in the past. Those are free cards, so all those are really cool. And then you have the cards I got from the pack opening, plus the Reverse Hollow War Turtle, which is pretty cool as well, from the old binder that my friend gave me. And then you have a bunch of cards here, just kind of miscellaneous cards. The custom cards there. Some cards from Lechonkamania, the old binder, like the Delta Species card, Larvitar. And then you have the actual vintage cards with the illustration rares and the Poke Trivia cards. So pretty cool. This is basically all the Pokemon stuff so far. Don't know if I'm really going to expand the Pokemon stuff, but the vintage cards do look nice. Even heavily play condition, they look nice in the binder. I can't even complain, to be quite honest. I'm kind of glad I opted for those. But I do have some pages empty, and then I do have the Yu-Gi-Oh cards. These may move down in the future, but for the most part, I do have some empty pages. I don't plan on filling them, but we'll see down the road. But I just do want to show this Armed Dragon level 7. I've been looking for this card for many, many years, just because this artwork is super cool. And the actual card I had in the past was lost, so it's really nice to have an Armed Dragon level 7 again, as that's one of my favorite artworks. And then I was really happy to have found at the latest card show the Destined Rivals illustration rare Crustle. Honestly, I've only seen this one in Japanese in most places, so when I saw it in English, I was like, I had to get it. So really cool to actually see it in the sleeve in my binder. And I wanted to get 2 copies of that one because I actually really did like that one. So among everything else, this is pretty much my binder, my new binder. You might see it in the future as there are more cards that get added into this binder. So I might do updates every once in a while in this binder. Not going to be too often, but you never know. But this is the new, I would almost say, Crustlemania binder. It's pretty much dedicated to all the stuff cards I've gotten as Crustlemania. My other binder with all my vintage cards is pretty much like a childhood stuff. This is almost like dedicated to Crustlemania. So we'll almost call this the Crustlemania binder. We'll go with that. So anyways, hope you guys like this video. Maybe I'll make another one of these in the future if anything changes in this binder. So have a good one, everyone. Peace.